Welcome, folks, to the Forge, day two. I am the one line assassin, and we are here doing the reps for 100 days. All right. And for the folks that are new, we are doing 10 principles, um, 10 days for each principle. And today's day two, like I mentioned. First principle is rising with no negotiation. And if you're not part of my Facebook group, The Forge, be part of it. We've got a movement going on here. Not a community, but a freaking movement. Okay. We got folks inside TU, outside of TU, um, just really uh, participating into The Forge and fully buying into it. Well, we'll see. It's only day two. So, a couple of things. One, definitely rough morning. I didn't get to sleep till 11:30 last night. That being said, I still kicked morning's ass. Alarm clock went off, did not hit the snooze button, got up, took a cold shower. All right, did my stretching, my 30-minute workout, followed by a 24-minute meditation of just listening. I believe it's 5 or 6 songs that I listened to, which actually kind of takes me through how I started this journey back in 2023, reminding me why I started to begin with, um, and ends it with the fact that I'm still standing. I'm all in. The fact that my dad raised a good man who follows through with his words. So, and I'm going to share that playlist, by the way, within the Forge. I'll put it on my Facebook as well so you guys can see it. That would be pretty cool. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. So, um, what did I do yesterday? I was looking at my KPIs. Um, I only made 2 offers out of the whole freaking day, and I dialed about 65 times. Did I do a lot yesterday? I felt like I did. I helped a few people out, got on a Zoom call, helped some ladies out. Um, I did a lot of helping. And so I was tired. I felt like I did everything, but then when it went down to just looking at my KPIs, at the end of the day, I wasn't as productive, right? And so I also had to take a step back and being part of the Forge, right? Like, yeah, I might be heading the movement, but I'm all in with you guys on this. I'm in the trenches with you guys. So as far as yesterday was concerned, I beat morning's ass. I kicked the sun's ass. I was up. I did everything I needed to do. I had no negotiation. And somewhere along the day, when that coffee crash started coming in, I was getting tired. I was getting sleepy. I was getting torn between folks asking me for help, hopping on Zoom call, doing some coaching and things like that. And then looking at my KPIs and going, shit, man, I'm better than this. 2 offers made? I don't finish the day until I have 5. This is ridiculous. So the reason why I'm pointing this out to you folks is because even the best of us, we have leakage, right? And so the lesson from day one is progress is not just about doing more, but it's also about leaking less. Okay. And for the majority of us, including myself in the beginning, right, is that snooze button in the morning. It's such a small leakage that's not even noticeable. But if left unattended, that small leakage can even take down a whole ship, right? So that's one. And secondly, as you go through your day, keep looking at what you're doing, right? Even Denzel said it best. Denzel Washington, just because you're moving a lot doesn't mean you're progressing, right? Movement does not equate to progress. So, lesson of day one, it's not just about doing more, but it's about leaking less. So let's get right to it. We're going to be making calls, live seller calls. I want to call some sellers that within our pipeline that needs next steps. So we're gonna get right into it. Can you all hear me? By the way, are we good? Um, just want to make sure I have the right microphone up. Maybe I should have asked that in the beginning. All right, we got a few folks on here, and drop it on the chat who you are, where you're from, how long you've been wholesaling. Let's go. Let's see. All right, just want to make sure I got the right microphone. Sweet. Let's do this. Ah, taste of coffee, such amazing. All right. Oh, sweet. We've got a couple of, let's start with this. Got a couple of PPC leads that came in the middle of the night, and that trumps everything. Let's call these people first.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Caesar responding to your online inquiry about El Coco Court.
Thanks, Caesar. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional... Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Caesar calling about El Coco Court.
Thanks. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Hey Donna, good morning. Caesar here. I'm just responding to your online inquiry. You look like you filled out a form on my site late last night about your property on El Coco Court. Looks like you're looking to sell. When you get a chance, give me a call. This is my cell phone, by the way, 415. I'll also send you a message from my CRM as well, okay? So either number, you can reach out to me. Thanks. Hey Donna! Exclamation point. Online inquiry snippet. Alright, let's see what she says. Double tap, left voicemail, plus SMS. Oh, nice. This one is just this morning. Sweet.
Welcome to Dylan Pottinger. Please dial the extension number. Please dial the extension number.
How the fuck would I know what the extension number is? It's weird.
Welcome to Dylan Pottinger. Please dial the extension number.
Alright. That's weird. So let's email her. Or him. I don't know. Dylan can be either male or female. Alright. Jacob, what's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. William, have I tried fizzy leads? No, I have not. I was going to, but for some reason I didn't. Uh, I know RJ and the Titanium crew did it yesterday. At the end of the day, those are $3 leads, guys. Any way you look at it, whether it's fizzy leads or butt fucking Egypt leads, I don't care. It's like it's $3, right? At the end of the day, anything in life, you pay what you get. You get what you pay for. It's $3 lead. It's most likely going to be crap, but you know what? You'll get practice out of it, and you'll find a gold in there. You just gotta comb through it. Jacob, been negotiating with myself. How have you been negotiating with yourself, brother? Talk to me. Um, and how long do I keep a lead in my daily pipeline for calling until they pick up the phone or they tell me to fuck off? And if they're not telling you guys to fuck off and you're not getting a hold of them, then that means you ain't reaching out to them enough times. It's as simple as that. Because I know your next question most likely will be, well, what happens when you have way too many leads? How do you manage that? Well, I don't have way too many leads in queue for new leads because I either piss them off or they get on the phone with me. Either way, they're coming out of that pipeline, either on the good end or out of the bad end. All right, I have a thing that I have a task to do here. So someone asked me yesterday, like, how do I start the day? So I always go with like the one bucket that just trumps every other bucket are new leads, especially if they're PPC leads. All right, those are the best leads. The more expensive leads, you got to get on those ASAP. Once I do that, then I start working from right to left, meaning I look at what's in our opportunity pipeline. When I say opportunity, I'm talking about one on the dispo side, where we are on that, and then I start working my way to contract sent, so forth and so forth. So schedule picks for Hoffman's. All right, let me reach out to Jod. Morning, Jod. I think we can get her out and today. Tomorrow. Thanks. All right, so that's done. So emailed. Boom. Decatur. All right, you know what? I am getting tired of this one opportunity, so let's give her a call, see where we are. Either we do this or we don't. Terminate it or move forward. It's only one or the other.
Messaging system. 2. Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 21787 is not
I
available.
almost forgot to mute you guys.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Sakisha. Good morning. Caesar here. When you get a chance, give me a call back. I just want to see what we need to do here. Either we move forward or we cancel this contract. Give me a call. Thanks. All right. What do we have here? Jacob. Negotiations about me getting on the phone every time I get close and then just checking out. Then I spend the day looking at more data just to discipline. No discipline at all. So Jacob, why? Why? What is the fear? That's my question. What is the fear, brother? And you know what? Looking at data, um, this is actually probably going to be lesson of day 2. So be part of the forge. I'll make a post. I'll say it tomorrow. But yeah, that's a good one. Because it's funny. It's funny that you pointed that out, Jacob, because I was thinking about that today as I was communicating with another Forge member. Uh, Frank, what leads am I calling? So I do PPC leads. I also do PPL. So I spread it apart, spread it between speed to lead, property leads, and lead Zolo, and my PPC leads. Jacob, are you friends with me on Facebook? If not, send a friend request. I think you are. So I'll send you an invite. Sweet. But you didn't answer my question, man. What's the fear? What's holding you back? Cater left voicemail for execution. You know what? Fuck it. Let's call Ryan and see. Let's see. Quick advice on procrastination, Frank. That is great, man. Be part of the Forge. We're doing this for 100 freaking days. Principle number one is rise without negotiation. So let me ask you today, Frank, and yesterday and the previous days, when you get up in the morning, do you hit that snooze button? Uh, let's see. Jacob, failure is what feels like I've gotten a few contracts signed and never made it. So now I'm trying to spend my money more wisely, so overthinking way too much about it. Okay, Jacob, so how many contracts have you ran up and how many contracts didn't make it to the finish line? Next. Baytown.
Sorry, the mailbox is full and there is.
Amy, top of the morning to you. Hey, any update from title? Thanks. All right. First and foremost, Jacob, 3 and 3. So my question to you is, what failure are you talking about? What do you think is your biggest problem right now? Why do you think you haven't gotten a deal across the finish line? That will be the last question I'm going to ask you before I give you my point of view on this. Uh, Frank, all right. So a few days you've been getting up for the gym. Great, man. You didn't answer my question. Oh, I guess you did. So you don't hit the snooze button, right? So you're not negotiating. So that's good. And you're not negotiating with the gym either. So that's awesome. So my question to you is, why are the phones heavier than the weights?
What's up, Caesar?
Scott, good morning. How are you?
Man, I got some interesting news, but talk to me about the lien search.
Haha, no worries, man. We put a rush order on that title search, so we should probably hear back from them anytime now. So I had Amy just reach out to Amy to reach out to the title company. We're on it, so we're just waiting for the title to come back. So what's the exciting news that you're talking about?
Okay, so it's interesting. I don't know that it's exciting yet. You know how you have Facebook and they have these little community things?
Yup.
Yep. Okay, so I'm just doom scrolling because I'm over here freaking bored to death. And so with a lady that says, hey, we're about to move to the area and we're looking for a house with a pool in this certain area. Bing. It
Nice.
just had to be our certain area. And that
In your area.
key, like my exact area. And it's what they call an Exxon move. Are you familiar with that?
An Exxon mover, so she works for Exxon, or
The husband does. I don't
Okay.
know, maybe her. I'm not going to speculate. But you know how those deals work, right?
no? Explain to me.
Okay, they basically pay for everything and they give them these huge allowances to move because they want them in this area.
Okay.
Or any area, maybe it could be anywhere in the country.
Okay.
So they'll be loaded with cash. And I reached out to her and I just explained that, hey, this one might be coming on the market. But it needs to be remodeled. It's got, or not facelift or some other terminology. So she asked me to send some pictures, this, that, and the other. But it might be a way to cut out the middleman, right? The second person we have in the operation to save some money if we had an automatic buyer.
You talk about Amy?
I thought somebody else had to buy the house as well.
Oh, you're talking about no. So you're saying this would be the end buyer, these Exxon people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you. Okay.
Because you were saying you would buy it, and then somebody else would buy it from you.
Yeah. So it would just be this person, yes.
Yeah. So that would save, and that would possibly give me the number I needed to get.
Yep. So what's their information? I'm more than happy to give them a call, or I'll have Amy give them a call, and let's get this thing taken care of for you guys.
The trick is, she did say she had a realtor.
Okay.
I don't know if that muddies the water or whatever, but this is definitely an angle of approach that would benefit me and hopefully you as well.
Absolutely. We'll definitely make it work out, man. Realtor, no realtor, we'll make it work.
Okay. How would you like me to proceed?
I would say, just let them know that either Amy or myself will be reaching out to them, and then we'll work everything out. We'll take care of everything, paperwork, everything.
Roger that. When do you expect this report to come back?
So right now it's all about the title. We're like in the mercy of the title. We told them like, look, here's the situation. We need this thing done ASAP. That's why, remember when you and I were talking, I said like it usually takes a few days, 7 days maybe. It really just depends on how much, how much work they do. The good news is Amy and I work with this title company a lot, so when we put a rush order, they tend to act on it quick. So we should probably get some news either today, if not by tomorrow.
I think we need to see that first.
Yep.
Just so we have clarity on what's going on with that. I'll engage the person, just keep them on the hook, so to speak. And then as soon as we have that information, we know exactly what we're dealing with. We'll press it forward.
Yep.
I called my sister this weekend. She was unavailable because of her daughter's cancer stuff. And I'm waiting on her to call me back on the other property. And as soon as me and her speak, we can move on that immediately. Okay,
cool. I'll wait for your call on that one. I'll touch base with you by Friday if I don't hear back from you about that, and then just send over the information for that end buyer, and then we can work on it as soon as we get the title stuff. So that way we can just strategize and just get this thing done out of your head as soon as possible.
You want me to forward you like the post from Facebook, or?
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that'd be cool. You can forward that to me, or just send me her info via text or email. Whatever's most convenient for you, man. Whatever's easiest for you.
All right, it's on the way.
Cool. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you, man.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Let's go. Let's look at this. Jacob, are you here? Hopefully you're still here. So you're saying manufacturing deals, trying to make what is a deal. Okay, cool. So I understand where you're coming from on those, but you want to know your biggest mistake, Jacob? Your absolutely biggest mistake? Your biggest mistake is you only locked up 3 deals, bro. What are you bitching and complaining about not going through? That's 3. As far as I'm concerned, you're 20 short right now. And I want you to fully understand that. I mean, you're pretty new to this game, right, Jacob? And you're doing this nationwide. So one, how good are you with comping and underwriting, right? Like I was new too, and I still screw up on my comping and underwriting, and I'm pretty good at what I do. Okay. 2, you're nationwide, so you're not an expert in any market. What makes you think you're God and you're going to block up 3 deals and have 3 go to the finish line? Now, that being said, I hope everyone who locks up their first 3 deals, that 1 or 3 of them make it to the finish line. Can that happen? Absolutely. And I would like that to happen. The fact of the matter is, guys, and I want you all to understand this, you are essentially buying a property sight unseen. Actually, excuse my language. You are buying a shit box sight unseen in a market that you don't know, in a city that you've never even heard of, and you don't even know how to pronounce. Okay? And not to mention that most sellers are always lying about the condition of their property. And it doesn't mean that they're liars, that they wanted to lie, but it's just they're not investors, so they don't know that, that because for them it's just cosmetics, but really it's a lot more than that, right? So There are so many variables, guys. It's a shitbox. You didn't see it, sight unseen, in a market you don't know about, with conditions that you don't fully know, right? Oh, by the way, you don't have good relationship with buyers in that market, so you're gonna get your ass kicked by end buyers there. So, and I've said this multiple times on this show here. How many of you have watched any of those reality TV shows where it's a realtor in New York selling those penthouses, or a realtor here in LA selling those Bel Air Beverly Hills mansions? Right? How many episodes do they have where there was no negotiation at all? So just think about that. These are brand new, if not newly rehabbed, beautiful, top of the line properties. And yet they have to negotiate and renegotiate. But here we are buying a property sight unseen in a market that you have no idea about, in a city you can't even pronounce, you can't even pinpoint it in a fucking map, taking the word of a seller who doesn't, and who's not a real estate investor, is only selling their house once in their lifetime, maybe twice. You don't know the end buyers, and you have no relationship with any realtors in that area. And yet, with all of those 7 variables that I just mentioned, you expect to lock up a deal and get it across the finish line. Oh, and I forgot, you're new. So, Jacob, I'm not only just talking to you, my friend, I'm talking to everyone else that's listening or that will be listening to this. Guys, let's have the right mindset. This is a speed and volume game. Your problem is not because you're focusing on this and that, because you're manufacturing deals. Like, are there some truth to those? Yes. But your number one and biggest problem is the fact that you only had 3. You're 20 short. You're 20 short, man. 20 short. All right. And I don't know if you've heard my story before. Even John Looney had exactly the same story. I don't know. Maybe Jairo have a similar, maybe different. But bro, when I went on a 23-day stretch locking up a deal, I got 17 out of 23. Out of those 17 deals, only 3 of them went to the finish line. Okay? So if I were to ask you, if you can have 3 deals go to the finish line 30 days from today, you would probably say, heck yeah, I'm all in, right? But if I told you you have to lock up 17 deals and cancel 14 of them, would you do it? That's all there is to it, man. It's a fucking volume game. Frank, not sure why the phones feel heavier, but maybe because the last few contacts I sent out didn't get signed. Fear of failure. Frank, when you started working out, bro, were you able to bench press the way you're bench pressing now? Were you able to curl what you're curling now? Right? This is gonna go back to what I just went on a rant right now. Bro, this is a volume game, guys. This is not I send out a couple of contracts, boom, I made money. Now I'm a millionaire. You have to go through the gauntlet, man. Right? And 2, why are you sending out contracts? Do you have a secretary? Do you have an assistant that's going to call? Do you have a TC that's going to call them to go over the contracts and make sure they get signed? If you don't have any of those people, why the fuck are you sending out contracts? You should be on the phone, filling out the damn contract, staying on the phone with them, going over the contract from top to bottom, and then having them sign on the spot. And if you're doing that and they're still not signing, then there's something going on with your approach, or maybe you're not soft closing them in the beginning of the call or in the middle of the call, where you're like, hey, and when I say soft close, I mean, if we agree on a price and everything is good, are you willing and able to move forward today? Yes. Can you make a decision on your own? Or is there someone that's going to be mad if you were to make a decision today? Oh, no, I can make, right? Like, those are soft closes. So if you are going over the contract and you're not getting them signed, then perhaps you need to start doing some soft closes in the beginning or in the middle of the call, because then you can call them out in the end, right? Like, hey, you mentioned you're able to do this. What's up with the wife now? I asked you earlier. You said no one. So why are you bringing me this excuse of a wife? What's going on? Is it actually you have to talk to the wife? Or is it because I said something that you didn't understand? Maybe you don't like my accent? Or is it the price? What is it? Man, I just dropped some pretty good golden nuggets there. Let's go. Let's see, what do I need? Oh, I haven't listened to that guy yet. Okay, the voicemail for Amy. Scott got us a buyer. And touch base. Touch base in 2 days. The other property. Cool. Yeah, Pyro self closes, man. Jesse, my man, let's go, baby. What's up? That's right. I just called. I just left a voicemail to the seller right now. I'm like, hey, what are we doing? Are we moving forward, or am I ripping the contract in half? Either way, give me a call. Shit, or get off the pot. Let's go, baby. Let's do it, man. More ammo, the better. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I think I might have to cancel this one shortly. Let me see. Then this one, I actually have a buyer for it already, but these guys are behind on their payment. I don't know if they're getting foreclosed on or not. Dennis, good morning. Top of the morning to you, Mr. Dennis. How are you? Oh, I'm doing great, sir. It sounds like you're driving. All right. Well, I just want to make sure you're safe. You got a Bluetooth on at least? I said, I just want you to be safe. I hope you're on speaker or on Bluetooth or something. Wonderful, wonderful. Dennis, I just wanted to call to see if you got any update from the bank. Because I've got a couple of buyers that may be interested, man. I just don't know what to do with it.
Waiting to see if this is going to work out with Teresa.
With Teresa.
Yes. She's putting her offer.
Which Teresa? What? Oh, who is this Teresa person? Oh, I have no clue. Could you give me her name and phone number? I'm gonna ask. Yeah, but when you get a chance. Okay, yeah, if you can do that, that would be great. And then I'll ask John, who's handling the deal for me on the back end. That might be his gal. Not 100% sure, but if I can get their name and phone number, that would be great. But did you, by any chance, get that information from the bank?
What information? The payoff and everything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you have it. Well, so are they like the payoff and then also the arrears? Because remember they were going to change the arrears amount.
Yes. Now, this is what you're saying about me. I just got the letter. For some reason, the post office sent me all kind of mail for. I get the letter. Like, why did they hold this up?
Uh-huh.
So, anyway, I'll take a little snapshot of a photo and send it to you.
That would be great. I would really appreciate it, Dennis. And then and I'll be waiting for Teresa's information so I can get to the bottom of it, okay? Thank you, sir. You drive safely, okay?
So certainly, that's the only way.
There you go, my man. Have a good one. Who is this Teresa chick? Someone trying to steal my deal I didn't even know about?
Hey, this is John with Mr. House.
Um, Folks, I got to use the restroom real fast. I'll be right back. Rita, I have not tried fizzy leads. Hyro has. Hyro did fizzy leads yesterday. I know some of the TU folks did. Guys, I got to use the restroom real fast. I'll be right back. That is the only downside of doing this alone. You guys are just going to have to wait for a few minutes. I'll be back. All right, folks, I'm back. Let's go. All right, guys. Sorry, I need to send this to Amy. Make sure. Vincent from Houston. What's up, buddy? Let's go. Let's see. John.
Hey, brother. I just got off the other line. What's going on with the
No worries. Good morning, man. You're on YouTube, by the way.
Good morning.
No, I was just talking to the seller, and the seller's like, "Oh yeah, like waiting for Teresa's put in an offer." I'm like, "Who the fuck's Teresa?" And he's like, "I don't know. She said she works with you," and I'm like, "What?"
I did have a buyer named Teresa who was interested in going there. She was the one who canceled because she said she had a stomach bug.
Eh.
I've spoken to her since then.
Okay, what's her last name? Do you know?
Hamilton.
No, that's not what he said. But he said that he said he can be couldn't remember the last name. So he's gonna send me Teresa's information. So I hope. Well, I hope and I don't. Well, yeah, I'm hoping that it's yours. So at least you can be like f off. Well, either way, someone's trying to steal our deal.
Yeah, let me pull up the text thread with her.
Yeah, let me. And I'm gonna text this. I'm gonna text the seller right now too.
Yeah, the last text we had was she canceled. And then about a week and a half ago, she asked me if it sold. And I let her know we terminated because they ended up being behind 18 instead of 9.
Okay, so she probably. So then that's probably her then, because she heard terminated.
Probably, if I had to guess.
Okay. All right. Looking forward to get the snapshot from the bank and Teresa's info. Thanks. All right, I'll keep you posted, and then maybe you can nip it in the bud with Teresa. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I can do that. Just let me know.
Okay. Cool. Bye.
Of course. Bye.
All right. Let's see. Today's Tuesday. Dennis Huntley. Dennis Huntley. Who the fuck is Teresa? We're still in play. Let's get this done. Get the bank info. Okay. Who is Ian Meeks? Oh, that's a New Mexico one.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Let's see what's going on here. Jason, yo, you're live on YouTube, by the way.
Oh shit!
Wait, so what's the deal with Ian? Is that the New Mexico one?
Yeah, bro. He just texted me out of nowhere. Because I terminated the contract. Now he texted me talking about something. Oh, I need something done now, bro. I'll go to 65,000. I'll drop it. I only owe 45. He's trying to know. I think he's lying about something, but I don't know. He's on some weird type time.
Something's going on, right?
Yeah, look at the text that he sent me. The 575 number.
Wait, where is it? He just sent you a text right now?
Go. Yeah, go. It was like 12 hours ago. Go to like your notifications. His number is unsafe for some reason. I don't know why. Because he texted me off a random number.
It's on where?
Look at your notifications and look at the 575 number that texted me 12 hours ago.
575. So it's in a different number.
Yeah, because he texted me off like his personal number. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I see it now. Okay, you're not holding me back. Oh, what if I just what? Sign the mortgage over to you and you give me 18 grand. That is not a bad deal. I just want to sell it. Something before it's too late. The mortgage is 46,000. That's a T. Da 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 da. Let me know. I'll have a brand new 2% GD. All right. So a couple of like there. So a couple of things. One, you need to get a copy of that. You need to copy the most recent mortgage statement, and you also need to get a copy of the payoff amount. All right. And then the other thing, Jason, is just re-underwrite it and then put it on the just put together like your profit calculator to see if it makes sense. Because I don't remember exactly what the ARV is or what it is. So
I think that shit is cooked anyways, but I'll do it soon.
Is it cooked at that price
I think
point?
so, bro. This shit might be fried chicken, man. I think
You
we look dirty.
fried chicken, I love it. Bro, you're good for TV, man. You should be on here. Oh my
I think we need that shit to get dirty. Like, realistically.
All right.
Cause you saw the pictures, right?
It's been a while, man.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a shit show.
I don't think the pictures. Remember, if I remember correctly, it wasn't the pictures that threw me off. It was like the inconsistencies in his story is what threw me off. Because remember, I said my spidey senses are going up on this one. You're like, well, what do you mean? That's what I remember from it. The pictures didn't really bother me as much.
Yeah, because it's livable, but he's on. I don't know what he's on. It's just not because it would have been. Wouldn't it been have transfer rate, right? Because it went to corporate. He told me. So I'm gonna ask him for like the title, the mortgage statement. That's what.
Yeah, bro. It's like high 100s is the ARV on there.
And he wants to sell it for 65.
That's what I'm saying. Well, why 65? He owes 40.
He owes 40. He wants 18 for a down payment for a new house.
All right, so that's 58.
Yeah. He wants 18K.
Oh, how much is it?
He wants 40. He wants 45 plus 18.
45 plus 18, that is 63.
So I guess he just rounded up to 65. They can tax me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but at the end of the day, if someone's willing to do a sub 2 on it, then they're just going to be out of pocket 18 plus our 10, so 28. Because it is it is 3% interest rate here at 3.95. All right, just get the info. We need a copy of that mortgage statement because that's what we need to see, man.
I bet I got you.
All right, cool. Got it. So, folks, that's actually a pretty good call. Whenever someone has a mortgage or whatnot, like, especially, obviously, if it's going to sub 2, you're going to need the mortgage statement. But if I'm talking to someone, they're like, "Hey, look, man, I just want to get out of this. Like, just pay it cash or whatever, quick. I don't want sub 2." Make sure to get a copy of their payoff statement because people would be like, "Oh yeah, I owe 70. It's going to be 70." And that's what he was saying this whole time. And now he's saying that the payoff amount is only 45. So that's a huge difference, guys. So like I always say, everyone's lying, whether they mean to lie or not. Maybe they just don't know. And they're telling us the truth based on what they know. And so always, I guess the easier way, the nicer way to say it is trust but verify. So let's see in. All right, guys, it's been 40 minutes since I called those two PPC leads. Let's give them a call again and see.
Welcome to Dylan Pottinger. Please dial the extension number. Please dial the extension number. If you record your name and reason for calling. If you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Caesar calling about El Coco Court.
Thanks. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an
Perfect. So guys, that's a PPC lead. I called it at 7:40. It's now 8:40. I'm actually pretty late on it. Should have been 20 minutes, not an hour. That being said, that one lead already gave me like 4 dials, 2 text messages, right? So the first text message I sent her was like, "Hey Donna, Caesar here, just responding to your online inquiry. Looks like you're looking to sell 123 Main Street. Is that still the case?" She didn't respond back. So typically I would call back 20 minutes later, double tap her again, leave a message, maybe not, just depends on how you feel. But as soon as I do that, I send a text message with just a question mark. Um, it is pretty powerful when you just send a question mark because they're gonna scroll up to look at the previous text, and usually I get responses that way as well. So just want to give you guys different ways of reaching out to sellers. Doesn't have to be a huge set, paragraph or sentence. Always asking if you're looking to sell or not. You got to get creative with it, make them laugh, and they'll get back to you. Or they tell you to F off. Either way. Okay, there were a few folks that responded back to me yesterday. So let's see. Deborah Knowles. No. Chris. Priscilla. Who is Priscilla? This is the one in Texas? No. All right, let's call her. So a few folks responded to my text message yesterday. So let's go ahead and call some of these people. People that raised their hands saying, looking to sell. Let's see. I'm going to call her from my cell. Maybe she'll answer then.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Wait, what? Did I call the right person? Yes, I did.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Priscilla, good morning. Caesar here. This is actually my cell phone number. Looks like you texted me back yesterday about your property on Seminole Lane. When you get a chance, give me a call back. You can reach me at this number. This is my cell, or you can reach me at my office line. All right, I'll send you a message there as well. Thanks. No one yet. Let's see. Okay, so we got a hold of Priscilla, Chris, no, Ahmad, no. Not currently. I'm at work. Normally would be better. Let's call. Hey, is Jonathan? Hey, Jonathan. Good morning. It's Caesar. You had texted me back yesterday about 711 Academy Street.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's been a while since we last spoke, man. How you doing? How's everything going?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, man. Woke up on the good side of the earth today, you know? It's always a plus.
That's a blessing.
That's right. All right, so it looks like you're still looking to sell this property, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. How much are you looking to get for this one?
Somewhere about around 30, 40.
Around 30 to 40?
Yes.
All right. All right, I'm pulling this up right now. Can you tell me a little bit what you got going on over there? Any details about the deal? That'd be great.
Any details about it?
Yeah.
Basically, like I said, it needs to be renovated. But it's still up and standing, but it needs to be renovated.
Okay. When you say renovated, what do you mean by that?
As far as for the past inspection,
I'm sorry, what was that?
as far as for the past inspection,
You know, when I say renovated, like is it a full gut? Is it a light rehab? What's the situation? Is it vacant? What's the situation?
it's vacant.
Okay. How long has it been vacant for?
I'm not for sure. Probably my mother. She moved out of the house probably about 3, 4 years ago.
Okay. And it's been vacant since then?
It's been sitting since.
Oh man, what happened? How come it's you guys? How come it's been vacant all this time?
Just because, like I said, it just was for one. My mother, she had just lived in the house temporarily, but she grew up in the house. She grew up in the house. It's an older model house, but my mom, she just moved out of the house just because she wanted to move to something different. And it's just something that she been living in forever. So she grew up in the house and she raised kids in the house.
Okay. You guys ever thought of maybe renting it out? I mean, get some mailbox money coming in, you know?
Not really, because like I said, we inherited, me and my sister, when my uncle died, and basically We just had a standpoint. We were trying to sell it.
Okay. Okay. And have you guys been trying to sell this all this time for the last 3 years, or you guys are just starting to sell it now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, since my mother moved out of.
Oh, you guys have been trying to sell it since your mother moved out of there?
Yeah, since like the instant, like since she moved out of, moved back to trying to sell.
Okay. And then any reason why you guys haven't sold it yet? Any like feedback from people that have you guys had any walkthroughs or anything like that at all?
Nothing specific, just from the right person or the right buyer.
Okay, when you say you haven't found the right buyer, you're saying you haven't found the person that's going to give you guys the right price? Is that what you mean by that?
Yes, no one that was just serious about it, like about buying it, and just come forward and actually completing everything we're doing.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I definitely do buy in that area. I'm more than happy to see if we can make something happen here. And I'll tell you this: I'm a bit different from the rest because a lot of folks like to lowball, which I get it. Everyone's got to make a little bit of change, right? Um, that being said, I do want to give as much as I can in your folks' pocket, but I also got to be fair to my business at the same time. You know what I mean? Um, and if we can make that work, where you and your sister are happy and I can make a little bit of change. I don't need to hit a home run, but if I can get to first base and I can put a smile on your folks' face, then I'm a happy camper,
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you, so you saying you and your sister inherited this property, like who's the executor? Is it under your guys' name or is it under your mom's name still? Like what's the situation here?
It's under my uncle's name still. He's deceased, though. But we have a will and lawyer's office.
So it's under your uncle's name.
He's deceased, but we basically I have to go to my lawyer's office. I have a will, and I have to open up his estate for it to be transferred to me and my sister's name.
Okay, and so you guys haven't gone through probate yet?
No, sir.
Okay. Does your uncle have any kids?
No.
No kids
Well,
at all?
yes, he does. My uncle, he has kids, but like I said, the house, the will and everything is like the house is left for me and my sister. This specific house. There was more houses and properties, but this specific house it was left for me and my sister.
Okay, and you guys have the paperwork so that if we do a deal here and we go through a title attorney, you folks can provide with the right paperwork documentation.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure because I mean I work on cases like these all the time, whether it's clean title or messy title. So I just want to make sure that you guys have the right documentation. Either way, we can figure that out later. If you don't mind me asking, man, I'm almost done looking at the properties here. If you don't mind me asking, what got you and your sister looking to sell here, and what are you guys trying to accomplish by selling this?
Basically, just my ordeal was I was gonna keep it for generational wealth, but my sister she's not interested in it because her way of living. She doesn't plan on having any kids, so she's not focused on generational wealth. So it's just a decision by myself. So we both just come to the conclusion that we both just gonna agree to sell.
Okay, so you're both in agreement that you guys want to sell. Okay, and are you guys splitting the proceeds right down the middle in half?
Yeah.
Okay, and how much are you guys looking to walk away with? Like if I buy this, I pay all the closing costs, no realtor fees. I buy it as is, so you and your sister don't have to worry about fixing anything. I mean, how much are you guys looking to get, in your pocket as a walk away?
As far as this, like, how does That's what we basically were trying to walk away with. That's why I was trying to get in the 30, 40 ballpark, so it can be something comfortable. Just to split.
Okay. All right. So I'll definitely I'll do my best to let's see if I can make that $30,000 work for you folks. So let me ask you a quick question because you did mention generational wealth, and you guys probably know that market since your mom lived there for a while. Let's say I do buy this off you guys and I fix it. How much do you think it's going to cost me to get this thing rent ready?
I'm not for sure. Like I say, it's different ways people can go about renovating it. As far as like, I don't know, like different people like sources about like how much of it actually costs. Because I haven't did a like an estimate or anything. But I mean, I said they could be totally up to you how you go about it.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm seeing the neighborhood. So one, I'm not going to build Taj Mahal there, right? Because there's no point. Two, I'm not a slumlord either. So I just want to make sure whoever moves in there, they have a, they have a good house, good feel to it, right? Um, but I get it. So I just want to make sure this is a 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom house. Is that right?
No, it's more than that. It's like a 4 or 5 bedroom. It just has laid out. I guess that's what they're saying that it is, but like the way that it is, like you said, the inside is like 4 bedrooms and 1 bathroom.
So it's a 4-1. Okay.
Yeah,
And the square footage on here says 1,487. Does that sound about right?
I think so. Yes, sir.
Okay, so 1,487. It's been vacant for a while, right?
Yes.
Okay. And how's like the big 6 ticket items, like how's the roof, foundation, HVAC, and all that stuff?
No, like I said, it probably needs all of that redone. It could possibly be touched up. I mean, if I was to do it myself, I would just swap out everything.
Okay. Um, and then just curious, couple, just two more questions for you, if you don't mind. One is, let's say I do get in, I fix it up. How much can I rent it out for?
Um, with the area now and everything, probably close. If you fix it up how you want to, probably $1,000 a month, somewhere around there.
Thousand, 1,000, 1,100. Is that what you say?
Yeah, over probably.
Okay.
I'm pretty, like I said, it can be fixed up to be like a well mentioned house. Like it could possibly be over $1,000 a month rent for house. Yeah, it's a big house. It's not like a small house.
Let's see. Okay. And then one last question for you. If I were to buy this and fix it up, like fully rehab it so I can flip it and sell it on the market, how much do you think I can sell it for?
It'll be over $100,000 house.
Like how much?
I mean, like I said, I'm just estimating. I know for sure it can be over $100,000 house.
Over 100. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm almost done here. And if you don't mind me asking, how did you guys come up with the 30,000?
I mean, based off the area that it's in, like I said, I'm not just a typical person that inherited a house. Like I'm familiar about renovating and dealing with like real estate as well. But like, I mean, I'm not out trying to get nobody either. Cause like I said, I know the money got to be put into the house, and I know you're also trying to profit. So I'm just trying to be fair.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's take a look at this. So if you don't mind, let me explain to you how I'm seeing it, just based on what the market is doing there. And then, like I said, man, if we can meet with a number, then let's do something. If not, I completely understand. No harm, no foul. Um, So looking at the properties in the area, I think you're right. For that amount of a house, it's probably going to sell anywhere from 100, maybe 120 at the top end. So I'm really looking at like 110, 120 would be what it would sell for a single family home in your neighborhood. Does that sound about right, or does that sound fair to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And so if I put 110 there as far as what I can sell it for, just the fact that it's been vacant for 3 years, even just on a medium rehab for like a 1,400 square foot house, right? That's already going to cause about 40, maybe $50,000 of rehab, just so that I can actually put it on the market and sell it and have a new family move in there. Does that sound pretty fair to you on that price point as far as like the rehab cost is?
I mean, I guess so. Like I said, I mean, different people have different sources. I don't like that. I couldn't really say how much it really costs you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at it just straight up on square footage. Right now, it takes about $35 a square foot. And with a 1,400 square foot house, that's usually how much it would cost to just fix it and get it caught up to date, you know? Um, and so, like I mentioned earlier, man, I want to put as much money as I absolutely can in folks' pockets. So if I buy this off of you folks for $30,000, put in about $50,000 of repairs, right? On top of that, I do have business expenses like paying the closing costs twice, realtor fees, holding costs. I mean, I'm not going to bore you with any of this, right? At the end of the day, there's costs of doing business, and so after all of that, after the rehab, cost of business, and paying the $30,000 for this, if I were to buy this at $30,000, my all-in number is actually $103,000. So that 30 jumps all the way to 103 just to sell it for about 100, 110. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, and as I mentioned earlier, I'd love to put as much as I can in folks' pocket. I just have to be fair with my business at the same time. And you tell by now I'm a pretty straightforward kind of guy. I like to just be fully transparent. And so, if you don't mind me asking, just level with me for a quick second here. I mean, what are you and your sister absolutely trying to accomplish by selling this?
Basically, like I said, one, my whole deal was I was trying to basically take the money and invest in other properties or either possibly, because it's a stadium coming up, I was with the other land that I have, establish like a valet parking lane. So basically, with me and her splitting the money, that'll be like 15 a piece. And like I said, that'll be on my end that I'll be having to do it. Because like I said, her personally, I don't know what she's going to be doing. But on my end, that's what I would have to do is take that and invest and try to do what my plan is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're looking to buy more properties in the area? Is that what you're saying? There's a stadium getting built?
It's a stadium already built that's close to it. That's gonna like basically raise the value of properties in that area soon. It just had its grand opening at the first game, like a minor league team.
Uh-huh. Nice.
It was on the news and everything when they opened it. It's not you literally possibly like 1 mile away from the property. It's probably walking distance from the stadium. It's close to downtown.
Nice. All right. Well, dude, let me put some money in your pocket so you can buy some properties out there, man. Get you that generational wealth that you're talking about. Well, let me ask you this. Just like I said, I want to put as much as I can. I mean, with $10,000 in your pocket, would that be a pretty good investment for you to buy some land and do what you need to do?
For me myself or me and my sister?
No, I mean 10,000 to you, 10,000 to your sister.
That'll be put up at 20. I mean, it's some possibly houses that you can possibly buy in the area for like 5,000 and rent it. Right? But I still have to do what I do, like the same thing, basically like what you're doing to fix it up and get it to the standards.
I'm sorry, you lost me there. Well, say that again.
Basically, that's why I was trying to get like around like the 30 instead of 20.
No, I understand. And I mean, I'd love to give you 30. The only thing, brother, is that if I do 30, like I said, if I do 30, bro, I will be all in at 103 just to potentially sell it for 110, man. And since you're looking to buy houses and do this thing as well, let me ask you, bro, if it was your hard-earned money, would you risk $103,000 just to potentially win 7,000 or maybe even zero?
I mean, it's an estimated number, but I mean, like I said, if you fix the house up for whatever you want to fix it to, it could possibly be sold for over 103 or 110. You can make it $120,000, $130,000, $150,000, depending on how much you put into it to make it. But like I said, it's a nice size house.
No, I understand. It's just the only thing is that once I write you the check and the orange guy in the White House makes a wrong decision, and all of a sudden I can only sell it for 100. I mean, I can't knock on your and your sister's door for a refund, can I? You know what I mean? Like, I just got to be a little bit safe. And like I said, I'm not trying to hit a home run, right? If I was trying to hit a home run, I'd offer you 5, right? So right now, if I can get this done at 20, brother, if I can get this done at 20, and if I get lucky on the back end side, I'm literally just making 10, maybe 15 at the absolute maximum. So I hope you can understand that I'm not trying to cut you down to your ankles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate you, honestly.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to make it happen because I understand that this was your folks' house, right? Your mom lived there. I'm pretty sure you guys got some memories in there. I just want to make sure that I just can keep the lights on, right? And so if I can get this down to 20, where I can put $10,000 in your pocket, $10,000 in your sister's pocket. And by the way, I'm paying all the closing costs, no realtor fees, right? I'm paying for everything. The only thing that you folks would be responsible for are if you have any back taxes and or prorated taxes and utilities. Anything and everything else would be out of my pocket.
Okay. Well, let's say I guess I'll probably try to run it by my sister and then see where it goes.
So, question for you. I mean, should I be talking to your sister, or should we maybe schedule a call where all 3 of us can talk and make this thing happen?
Yes. I'll try to get my sister aboard and basically so we can all get on the phone and compromise, try to get a good number.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and by the way, just curious. I mean, I'm more than happy to give you guys a call back. I'm not here to twist anyone's arm in any way, shape, or form. But just curious. I mean, first initial thought, man. What are your thoughts, and what do you think your sister would say?
Possibly she. I'm pretty sure she maybe will go for it, but I'm not for sure. Just like I said, with the dealing with me and her have to split it and everything. So like I said, it just be something I have to run by.
So, are you saying that she would be okay with that 10, or you're just a little muffled right now? So I apologize, man.
Not for sure. She possibly would, but like I said, I can't really say that.
Okay. All right. So that's cool. And then what about you? What are your thoughts?
I mean, like I said, I was trying to somewhat get on like the 35, but I understand where you're coming from with what you have to deal with on your end. But like I said, something we'll just have to negotiate with.
Yeah. Well, one thing I always say, man, 10K is better than no K.
Yeah.
And for the last 3 years, you guys been eating a whole lot of no Ks, you know? Or my other business partner, I love his line, man. He always says oatmeal is better than no meal.
Yeah, you're correct.
You know? And by the way, man, just curious. I mean, just in case I do get lucky, you guys end up doing business with me on this one. I mean, how would it be if you had $10,000, you know, in your bank account 2 weeks from today?
I mean, I mean, not saying it like that, but it's I'm not new to the fun. So, I mean, this basically just to be an attitude to already what I.
Perfect. And you understand that, right? Like, I mean, I'm the same way. Like, I've got other properties too, and man, I never shy away from 10K. But yeah, man, I'd love to make something happen here. What's the best day and best time you think we can all hop on a call together and see if we can make something happen here?
I got to touch base with my sister and see when she's free, and then I can let you know. I said tomorrow I got to work as well. I have a busy schedule. I said she just moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, so I really don't know her schedule and everything that she has going because she just moved from Houston, Texas, back down that way.
Okay. All right.
I can touch bases probably tomorrow and let you know when it's a good time for both of us, and it can be helpful for everybody.
Tomorrow. Okay. Cool. All right, that's fine. Now, let me ask you, by the way, I never even asked, if we were to do something here, a couple of things. One, how's access going to be like? Because I definitely want to be able to send my contractors out there and some of my local partners to make sure that, you know, everything we discuss about the property, I just want to make sure it's not a burnt down house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, would you like to schedule a day that they can come out and see it?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, would you be able to put like a lockbox on there, or do I have to schedule a call with you? Because I know you're busy with work and everything. So that's why I was asking if we were to do something here, what would access be like?
Yeah, I want to actually prefer like dealing with a lockbox and everything to be locked in fully with a contract and everything.
Yeah, just so that way, like, you know, because like my contractors, man, and then my local partners, I don't own their calendar. So the last thing I want to do is bother you in the middle of the day while you're working, you know? So if we can put a lockbox there, that would be great. And then the other thing is, would you by any chance have any pictures of the property, just so that I can get a general idea of its current condition?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you think you'd be able to send that over to me? I mean, it doesn't have to be right at this very moment, but.
Yes, sir. I can text you some pictures.
All right. Now, last question for you before I let you go, because this might be a potential solution here. If I can make that 30 work, which I'm not saying that, you know, I don't know yet because I haven't seen anything, but if I can make that 30 work, are you and your sister ready to rock and roll, or do you still need to talk to her or whatnot?
Yeah. Like I said, regardless, I have to run about my sister because it's not just something about it. But I'm pretty sure, like I said, you'll be more comfortable with the setting.
Okay. The only reason why I'm asking that question, Jonathan, is because, you know, like from an investor, man, I always love to help out a fellow investor because you never know, man. You and I might do another deal in the future, right? And I just want to make sure that we can create a pretty good relationship here, right? Whether we do a deal or not. And so here's what I'm willing to do, and then you let me know what your thoughts are. But I'm only willing to do it if we're ready to move forward on it. Is this? I don't mind sending over an agreement for 30,000 so that I can put extra cash in your folks' pocket, right? The only thing that I'm going to need is really access to the property so I can send my inspectors out there and inspect it. If I can get that rehab cost down lower than the 50 that I'm thinking, right? Then I'm okay. Let's go ahead and move forward with the 30. If all the inspectors and all the contractors are coming back to me at 50 or higher, then I would have to be in that 20 range. And so I don't mind putting my neck on the line by putting together a contract at 30 right now. I just want to be fully transparent with you that I may have to come back in the 20s just in case, my contractors and inspectors are coming back closer to that 50, if not higher. Does that sound fair to you? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
And so if we were to do something like that, is that something that would be is that something that you would appreciate and that would be valuable for you and your sister?
Yes.
All right. So I think the first thing that I would like to do is, if that's something that you're okay with, I'd like to at least send over an agreement, even if I just have one signature, so that way I can open title and then I can do a title search on it, make sure that we have the right names, and then you guys can provide your will, your proper documentation, so we can get the ball rolling. And then while we're doing that, while title is doing the title search, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out my contractors out there, inspectors, and also my local partners. And by the way, I always partner with a local investor when I buy out of my market, just so in that way I always have a set of eyes on my project at all times.
Okay.
And so like I said, I don't mind putting my neck out on the line here, right, by setting out an agreement for 30. But if we're to do this, I'd like to just get this thing at least in agreement today. So in that way I can open title and I can send my contractors out there probably either this weekend or towards the middle of next week.
Okay, possibly could it be like the middle of next week, because this weekend and everything, I have to go out of town to work.
Okay, yeah, that's totally fine, man. Yeah, if next week is, so you're saying you won't be able to put a lockbox on there until you come back from town? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm totally cool with that. That gives me time to actually coordinate everyone's calendar and do some walkthroughs next week. Um, so if you're cool with that, then let me go ahead and send over the 2-page agreement spelling out that, hey, I'm okay at 30 for now, pending that, it's not as bad as I'm thinking it is.
Okay.
What's your email address?
J. Betts Jr.
Hold on,
Nine one.
Oh, not Salmi. What's that line? I can't even remember who said it. Last name ever, first name best or greatest, right? I can't think of it. Used to be like one of my favorite songs, man. Favorite rap songs.
Yes, sir. I can't remember which one you're inquiring on, but yes, I try to stand on my last name.
My man. And what's your uncle's name, by the way? Just want to make sure we're looking at the same property here.
Alton C. Thompson.
All right, my man. And that's your uncle, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. And then whenever you're ready, let me know what the email address is.
Just pull the laptop up.
So what do you do for a living, man? Do you drive? You're a truck driver or what?
I'm actually a jack of all trades. I'm a travel cook. I renovate colleges, and I'm a forklift driver, but I just actually completed to get my trade for Ocean 10.
Uh-huh. I mean,
Like I said, I'm kind of a jack of all trades.
bro, you're MacGyver.
Yeah.
You remember that show?
Yeah.
Bro, my grandpa used to love that show. When I was a kid, I would always watch MacGyver and oh gosh, and Highlander. I don't know if you remember Highlander. The guys with the immortals. I was like Connor McLeod from the Clan McLeod with his freaking samurai. Yeah, I just brought back memories, man. I lost my grandpa like decades ago. But when I was young, we would always, that was our show. It's freaking hilarious.
You say you lost your grandfather how long ago?
Oh gosh, dude, I lost him when I was still in college. So that was what, mid 2000s. So maybe 2003, 2008, somewhere around there. So about 20 years ago. Yeah.
I was asking when I graduated high school, 2009.
Oh, no way. Yeah, you're a youngin', man.
Yeah, 35.
35. Yeah, man. I just turned. Jeez. You know what? After 30, I stopped counting. So now I have to think how old I am. I'm 44 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't consider, like, when people say old, it's abbreviated outliving dummy.
Outliving dummy. Brother, I like that.
It's not like you get old. It's basically you're growing. You're outliving dummy.
I fucking love that, dude. Well, dude, the funny thing is, in the grand scheme of things, right? Like, we're babies, man. Like, you're a baby, I'm a toddler, right? Like, if you think about it, man, like, you said you're 35, right? Or 39? What did you say? 35, right?
Right?
Yeah, dude, just imagine, like, do you remember when you graduated high school? That shit was so long ago, you know? And then we're gonna look back 20 years from now and it's gonna be like, geez, when we're like 55 or 60, and you're gonna be like, dude, 35, that was long ago, you know? So
Right.
you still got a whole lot ahead of us, man, and you've got an opportunity of a lifetime to create that generational wealth that you're talking about.
Yeah, it won't take me long because I have a couple of things going on I'm trying to get accomplished. Like, my cousin, he on a restaurant, but he also like in groups for like dealing with some vending machines. So I'm trying to get involved with that too as well.
Oh, nice. Well, brother, let's definitely once we finish this deal, we'll definitely stay in touch because I do buy quite a bit out of North Carolina, and there are times when my plate is just full. And so if I come across a really good freaking deal and my plate is full, man, I'd be more than happy to just send it your way and just see if you can keep it for yourself and add to your portfolio. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say for you as well. Like, I can campus and find other properties for you as well if you're trying to buy. What state are you located out of?
What was that?
Where are you located out of?
Oh man, I am in the communist country of California with Governor Hairgel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I do buy quite a bit across the country. Pretty much, I'll buy anything, anywhere, everywhere, as long as it makes sense, you know.
All right. Did you give me a few minutes and I'll call you right back? And my laptop is actually my grandmother's. I got to get her information so I can type it in and get on my email. I just charged it up, but usually let me go straight in it. But I have to get her like a code to get in it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I can do that. Also, what can I do here? If it's easier for you, do you have a smartphone?
Yeah, but my cloud is kind of bad as well.
No. What I was saying is that because I can actually send out the agreement via text message. Like I can just put like a random email on there for now, and then send that way. When I send it over, I'll send it via text message, not email. So that way you can just click on it on your phone. Would that help?
Like I can DocuSign it like a PDF file.
Yeah, it'll be like a doc. It'll be through my CRM, so it'll be like a DocuSign. And then, but instead of emailing it to you, it would be via text message. So that way you can just click on it and then sign it over.
Okay, that'll work. And I can send it to my sister as well.
Yeah, you can. What is your sister's full name? This will just take me a quick minute. Just bear with me. So you said you were a jack of all trades. Like, what did you first start with?
First out of high school, I was doing warehouse work and like manufacturing, but I transferred over into carrier, doing the same thing with like driving box trucks and loading the loads from a warehouse to basically like transporting like into carrier. And I managed a carrier company at an early age, like my early 20s.
Oh wow!
Dealing with my dad. He was like a regional manager of a carrier company called Velocity Express, but they just got bought out by a company called Carrier Express. That possibly sounds more up to date to you.
Really? Okay. Nice. How long did you do that for? How long were you there for?
I actually did it in Greenville, North Carolina for a couple of years, and then once they transferred, I started working actually neck and neck at the same building with my dad up in Raleigh. So like I say, I've been to aviation school. Got qualified for my pilot license. I was going for my AMT. My AMT actually, that's aviation maintenance technician. To be AA approved. But at that time, I figured out that I was a father, so I came home to be a dad. So I did 10 months out of a 19-month course, and I didn't actually complete it all.
Okay. Nice, dude. You've done quite a bit for yourself, huh?
Yeah, I have. I've done construction work. I done did a lot, man.
Jeez. What do you, out of everything, which one do you like the most? Like what gets you up in the morning, you know?
I said I worked in a group home as well with kids. I had to pass for that, but I said my full I drive forklifts.
What was that? I'm sorry, you lost me there for a second.
I worked at a group home also. Like basically, I like helping people.
Oh, nice.
So I worked at a group.
My man.
But my main go-to is like I drive forklifts and like load trucks.
That's your main go-to, huh? Dude, back in the days, I used to sell insurance, and my main clientele were hairstylists, mechanics, and truck drivers, but mainly like disposal. So like garbage folks, that picks up your trash.
Yeah, like waste industries.
What was that?
Well, here we call it waste industries.
Oh yeah. Here in California, in the Bay Area, we call it waste management. I guess waste management's nationwide. So,
it's like waste industries.
yeah, and man, those guys make bank, dude. I don't know if you know how it works, but pretty much if they can do their whole route, if they can, because as you get better at it, they're able to do their whole route for like 4 hours. So when they come back to the yard, they pick up another route, and then another route, it'll take them another 4 hours. But now that's overtime. So they physically worked 8 hours, but they're getting paid for because overtime is a time and a half. So in an 8-hour work shift, they're getting paid 20 hours. It's freaking crazy, dude. They were making bank.
Exactly. Could you send me a text? Because I don't have your number saved.
Yeah, I just sent you a text right now. I sent you the link.
Okay.
You want to click that real quick? Let me know when it's open, and I'll quickly go over it with you from top to bottom. Yeah, let me know once you have it open.
Yeah.
All right. So as you can see on the top, it says contract for purchase, sale of real estate. Today's date. I just want to make sure I spelled your name correctly. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. That's my LLC name. I actually named it after my younger brother, who I unfortunately lost a few years back. And as you can see, I'm sorry?
My condolences.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. That was a rough year, man. Lost my dad and my brother in 1 year. And then, as you can see, we're looking to purchase this property. I just want to make sure that that's the correct address there, 711 Academy Street.
Yes.
Perfect. As far as legal description, I just looked that up on the CAD website. And so if that's incorrect, then title will fix that. We're looking at $30,000 for now, payable cash. And as you can see, buyer pays all closing costs. Acceptance date, we're accepting it today, and we're doing a 30 days or sooner from the fully execution of this contract. Going to the next page.
You don't mind?
Oh, go ahead.
I would say, if you don't mind, like before I sign it, I just would like to go everything with my sister too as well, because I said it's not just my decision.
Oh yeah, no, that's totally fine. We'll, if you don't mind, we'll just go ahead and I just want to go over this just so that way, if you have any questions, I can answer them. And then you can, you can discuss it with your sister. And then one thing that I do want to say though, man, is I don't like my contracts laying out there for a long time, just because I don't want it to be used to shop around. So I don't mind you reaching out to your sister, but let's put like, let's put like a 24-hour, 48-hour on it. Does that sound fair to you?
Like I say, I have to call my sister too. Like, I don't know if she's working today, but like I say, I want to touch bases with her and say, be contacting you back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So do you think you'd be able to talk to your sisters in the next day or two?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't mind doing that, and I'll just put an expiration date on that offer, like on Friday night or something. Because here's the thing, man. Like, I'm coming up $10,000 for you folks because I do want to help out, and like I said, man, I just want to build a good relationship with you because I feel like you and I are going to do business in the future. Um, but if I'm coming up $10,000 more, I just want to make sure that we're able to move forward on this.
Okay. I understand.
Right? I just want to make sure we have a little bit of a give and take.
Yes.
All right. On the second page here, so for the title company, I just put to be determined for now. So I want to make sure that if we do move forward, we're going to be able to close quick on this. So I want to make sure we get the right title attorney that can work with your attorney to make sure that we get all the proper documents saying that you guys actually do own the property.
Yeah. There's no issue because like I said, it just have to be transferred one side. The only thing hindering me from switching over to my name, my sister name, we have to pay the estate. I open up the estate, and that's $1,500. And I just haven't had the free space to basically go do it.
Okay.
And also, like that, I didn't do it until I was basically dealing with a firm buyer, or possibly, like I said, because previously, before I had a buyer, he was gonna actually put forth the $1,500 for the go ahead and get the ball rolling, and then we just take it out of the back end.
Mm-hmm.
But he was kind of wanting to do it. And I guess because before previously he was in a situation that he took an L on it. But that's not, like I said, it wasn't like I'm not trying to swindle him or nobody out of $1,500. It's not even going to me directly. It will be going to my lawyer. So I don't even know why he felt like I was trying to swindle him out of $1,500. Because, like I said, it's not going to me. It's going to my lawyer to open up the estate.
I see. Okay. All right. Yeah. On something like that, we can definitely. So this is the reason why I want to open title, because once we open title, then we know what next steps are, right? And if title says, "Hey, this is the only thing that needs to be done," and it's clear to close, I'm not gonna make any promises right now because once again, we don't know until the title comes back. But if that's the last thing that's holding us over, I mean, if I have to fork out the 1,500 to get it across the finish line, I don't mind. Because at the end of the day, I don't make any money until this thing moves. Well, no one makes any money until this thing moves.
If possible, could you do? Are you doing a title search on it?
I will definitely be doing a title search. Yes.
Okay.
Is that going to be a problem?
No, it's not. Like I said, I was just trying to say, I'm familiar with everything dealing with a property, man. Like, I'm just not an actual real estate agent myself. Like, I took courses and everything on dealing, like, with basically flipping property. So that's why I was trying to tell you, like, I'm not the typical person that inherited a property. I know a lot of things about dealing with, like, as far as, like, selling and buying, escrow, everything dealing with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so, I mean, then you can probably tell that I am a serious buyer, right? Like, I want to make sure that this thing gets taken care of properly, where there's a title company or a title attorney that's there to protect you and your sister as the sellers, and they're there to protect me as the buyer.
Right.
Yep. So can we go back? Do you have any other questions, or can we go back to page 2?
We can go ahead and continue with page 2.
Okay, cool. So right there it says title company. I put to be determined there. Pictures and access. You mentioned that you actually would prefer to put a lockbox, so I put a checkbox on the first box there. Okay. Um, just saying that you guys allow us to do an inspection. So if it costs me money to get an inspector out there, that's out of my pocket. That's not your guys's. But I will definitely inspect the house. I will also do a title search to make sure that, like I said, I gotta make sure the title is clean and that that it's a transferable title. Renegotiation based on condition. I always have it here just to protect myself, just in case if we walk in there and all of a sudden there's no floors or half the roof is gone or the kitchen is flooded. At the end of the day, I've been transparent with you. I'm not here to nickel and dime folks, but if it's going to cost me $10, $20, $30,000 more, then obviously I'm going to have to come back to the table.
Okay. That's understandable because like I say, if they put out too much and you're not basing it properly. So I definitely understand.
Yep. And then encumbrances. So if there's anything that's encumbering the title, then obviously we're gonna have to figure that out. Like if there's any type of liens, judgments, or anything like that at all. Once again, everything's gonna be pulled out during the title search. Risk of loss. We are buying the property as is. That being said, if it's not a burnt down house, I definitely do not want a burnt down house at closing. you know, however the condition is right now, that's what we want on the closing day. Prorations, I mentioned earlier, I'll take care of all the closing costs, but you will be responsible for any prorated taxes and or prorated utilities.
Okay.
Defects, once again, we're buying it as is. But if there's any type of zoning violations, things like that, if it's got to be condemned or whatever it is, obviously we're gonna have to figure that out first before we close on it.
Okay.
Signable contract. This doesn't usually happen, but it has happened before where a local partner of mine decides that, hey, Caesar, you're all the way in California. I'm here. I'm 15 minutes down the road. I actually want to just keep it for myself. Instead of me slowing or stopping down the sale, I simply step aside and I sign over the contract over to my partner. Doesn't cost you guys a thing. Just want to make sure that you guys get paid in the time frame that we discuss. We want to make sure that there's no judgments. So once again, if there are any, then obviously we're gonna have to figure that out first before we move forward. Possession, you mentioned that it's vacant, so we expect the property to be vacant at closing as well. Any other agreements? We don't have any, and we're abiding with the state laws of North Carolina. And then lastly, this is, time is of the essence here. So we definitely want to close this as soon as possible. This also just gives us an extra 5-day business days, just in case there's certain, title issues or funding, whatever it may be. But we're looking to close on this, 30 days or sooner. Do you have any questions so far? Any concerns? Anything at all regarding the agreement?
No, sir. You made it clear as day.
All right, cool. Now, I'm sorry?
With everything. But I appreciate that as well, so you were straightforward and clear with everything.
Absolutely, man. I mean, that's the only way deals moves, when we're fully transparent with each other,
Yeah, like I said, some buyers, they try to, I guess, like, converse and try to be, like, say things that go over people's head or try to see, like basically, like, I wouldn't say try to belittle them, but they try to, I guess, because they feel like they're who they are, and the person, the state that the person is in, they don't know different things. But that's why I try to go ahead and say, like, straightforward, like, I'm not just a typical person either that's just, like, inheriting that property trying to sell it. Yeah. You coming straightforward, or you'll be what's yours and what's in the small writing, and what you can do, what you're not willing to do, as far as, like, taking a loss with anything.
Yep, absolutely, man. I like to sleep like a baby at night, brother. You know, and I've come to the realization not every call's a deal, and that's okay. But as long as we're truthful to each other, we move the deal, and that helps everyone out.
Okay. So do you know how long it possibly take with you to do like the title search and everything?
So as far as doing the title search, that really just depends on the title company, man. Usually sometimes it can be done like within 2 to 3 days. Sometimes it takes them 2 weeks. And that's why I put on the closing date, that's why I put 30 days or sooner. So in that way, it just gives us enough runway. Usually I like to close within 14 days, but when it comes to title attorney states, you know, sometimes they can go for a little bit longer. At the end of the day, if it gets hold up, it's not me, it would be the title company.
Okay.
And then also the fact that you, like you mentioned, with you guys having the will and this still being under your uncle's name, like we might be ready to close and we'll go ahead and wire the money into the escrow, but if that side hasn't been taken care of, then that's got to get taken care of, right? So can we close quick? Yeah, I can close as soon as title clears, but we got to make sure that everything is clear.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool. All right, quick question for you, man, before I let you go. I know you mentioned you got to talk to your sister. So is that $30,000 not a price that you and your sister have discussed yet, or what? What's the situation there?
It's just basically what I say that. So like I said, it's just something like I try to touch bases with her because like I say it's not just my say so. So I have to like everything that's going on, like even though I'm conducting business with her, she don't have any knowledge about anything. I still have to run it by her because like I said, it's not just my say so. It's both of ours. But I'm pretty sure she's gonna agree with everything.
All right, cool. So what should our next steps be then? Just touch base with you by what's today? Today's Wednesday. So
Yeah.
touch base with you by Friday morning. Either we move forward or we cancel this.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. And if you talk to your sister today or tomorrow, if everything's a go, you have the link. Just simply sign it. I've already signed it myself, so you know that I'm serious. And then once there's at least one signature, that allows me and my team to just open title, and then we'll get your sister's signature while we're in title. Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. It was great talking to you. And then let's touch base and let's make this thing work.
All right.
All right. All right. Cool, man. Yeah. By the way, do you go by Jonathan or you go by John?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. All right, Jonathan. You have a good one. All right. Oh, whoa, Jonathan. Jonathan, I forgot to ask. Between now and Friday, can you send over some of those pictures just so that I can get a general idea of its condition?
I'm gonna see some pictures now.
All right. Cool, man. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
All right. Later, man.
All right.
Contract send. Contract sent for 30K. So, folks, I think I'm sharing my screen here. So I'm pulling up investor base. And so if you look at this on investor base, within a 2 mile radius in the last, 2 mile radius in the last 6 months, Flippers are buying it at 61 and landlords are buying at 85. Look at this property right here, purchased at 70,000. This one, 75. Let's look at this one, 24, right? And sold at 50. Let's see, what about this one? 6,000, 91,000. So as far as being in the 30, we're within striking distance, and I was transparent with them that hey, I might have to come back at 20. So that just gives me room for flexibility regarding to the property. Uh, that being said, it also works on a rental calculator. Let me just pump this up here. So I'm going to share this screen. So for a rental calculator, this gets us 26% equity percentage, 1.35. Actually, when I go on Zillow, it actually says 1,300. Also on PropStream, it says 1,300 as well. So we're looking at 1.6%, 26% equity, and about a 19% cash on cash return. If we were to look at it this way, obviously it's not as attractive if you were to flip it. Like that's just not going to work. But for $20,000, it can work. But this is really more of a buy and hold play. And when I looked on Google Maps, there's really not any rehab properties in that neighborhood, so it's more of a rental market out there. So I like this right here, so I don't mind putting it at 30, pumping it out there at 39. If I have to come down on price, at least already, told them that it's going to be in that range. For the folks that are watching, give me your feedback. What are your thoughts? Should I have hung in there? Should I have not let him go? Should I have forced the signature? I'd love your opinion. Everyone's got their own style. I'm more of, hey, I want to keep going. As you can see, I still went through the contract. I asked multiple times what's going on with the sister, so forth and so forth. So I won't just take the first no. I'm gonna go over like 1, 2, 3 times. But I'm also not the guy that's just gonna twist the arm until they sign before they get off the phone. That's just not my style. I know some folks would be like, "Oh, that's pretty weak," but that's just me. So let me know. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion, your thoughts on that. Let's see. So I got contract sent there. Oh, let me include a screenshot. This. I forget. Let me roll this up. Jonathan. Desktop. Shoot. Did I load it up on the wrong person? God dang it. Wrong person. All right, folks, I got to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, hold on. Someone said something here. Mr. Mike Nia? I don't know. Mike, let's just call you Mike for now. It's great. Learning a whole lot. Second nature. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, it took me a while. It's a lot of getting my ass kicked. That is one of my superpowers, just not giving a fuck. I'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, I am back. Second cup of coffee for the day. One thing I learned yesterday is do not have 3 cups of coffee because I couldn't sleep last night. I didn't sleep until 11:30. Boy, was it rough getting up. That being said, even though it's rough, I never hit the snooze button today. So we're committed, baby. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking at some text messages here. All right, let's go. I gotta keep my KPI going today. Sent, offers made, no purchases yet. I'm not pursuing leads yet. Let me see if I got any email from folks. Nope. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to call this person who a fellow team member needing my help because she's going to be out of town for a couple of weeks. And she asked me to call some of her leads that come in, any of her PPC or PPL leads. But also, she's got a deal that hasn't been signed yet. So let's get this thing signed for her.
Telephone number 7. Telephone number 73179.
Oh, I didn't hear the phone. Fucking Jesus Christ. Calm down, Caesar. Just a voicemail. Jason, have you submitted the deal to you? Because I haven't got an email yet. All right, send that over, and then where are we with the New Orleans deal? Still have COVID?
Yeah, guy's still sick too.
Okay, cool. All right, keep me up to date. All right, and make sure when you submit it with my name and my email address and my phone number. Okay, cool. Oh, Jason. Yeah. Yeah.
Telephone number 5. Telephone number 5.
Bam, good morning. Caesar here. Give me a call when you get this. Thanks. It's always so freaking cold in here. Let's call these people.
Uncutting. Please dial the extension. Uncutting. Please dial.
Chris, let's call Chris. This guy.
Please leave your message for 419860. Please leave your message for 4198.
Hey, Raphael, Caesar here. I was texting back and forth with Gwen about you guys' duplex out in Kenton on West North Street. She mentioned that you're her manager. I'm just not really sure what's going on here. Are you guys realtors? What's the deal? And also, if you're still looking to sell this property, give me a call when you get this. This is my cell, 415 40. Excuse me, guys. It's what happens when I have very little sleep. 5 hours, actually. Oh yeah, I called her out of my cell. Stupid.
Hello?
Hey Velma, good afternoon. It's Caesar. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Velma, I was actually just kind of going through my pipeline here, and I realized that I sent out a contract with you, and you said you were going to have your attorney look at it, but that was about a week and a half ago. So just wanted to see if we're still moving forward or not. What's the situation?
Well, actually, I haven't heard back from the attorney, but from what I understood, that he was out of his office because of a death in his family. Is the reason he had not responded to me and everything like that. But I do have a question for you. I'm very straightforward. I'm just going to tell you exactly what I'm looking for. And if that's not you and I, then we don't need to talk and he don't need to respond. I am only looking for someone who actually have their own money, not nobody who has a pool of investors that will come out and keep asking me to go look at the house, show this house to this investor, this investor, this investor. If the person's calling me do not have their own cash money, when you say cash, I mean I expect the word cash. I'm not looking for somebody who's going to be shopping along, wholesaling along, and nothing like that. Because what it does is it put me up under a tremendous amount of stress, and I'm a little too old for that right now.
Yes, ma'am. We discussed that a while back ago. And I been very transparent with you last time we spoke, and I mentioned to you whenever I buy properties outside of my market, I do partner with local investors, not because I need their money, but because I want to make sure I have a set of eyes on my projects at all times. So I agreed on that 45,000, but I'm not gonna write out a check or give you cash unless I get my eyes in there. And that's I think that's pretty fair.
I understand that, and I hear what you're saying. It's just that people that has been calling me is not forthcoming with what they're going to do, and I'm very forthcoming with it. I can understand that you got to have somebody look their eyes over, but some of these investors, what they do is have this person come, this person come, this person come, this person come, because if they're wholesaler, that they're trying to get me to sign a contract. Then they're looking for somebody to buy more than what, so they can make money off of it. I'm not looking for that person. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who actually has the cash money that can buy it. And if you got somebody that want to come out and look at the property, you're going to have them come at one time. I don't care if everybody comes at one time. It doesn't matter. But as far as me wanting to run back and forth to my property just to show it to this person, I can't do that.
and I don't want you to do that. I mean, if I can send multiple of my guys over there at once, or if you want, you can put a lockbox on there. I mean, either way, I got to get my guys in there, and I don't have control over their calendars. They're not my employees. So if I have three partners that want to look at it, and one wants to see it on Monday, one wants to see it on Wednesday, and one wants to see it on Friday, I mean, if I can put them all at one day, I'm going to do my absolute best to do that. But if they can't, they own their own calendars, right? So I can't promise you, and that's me being fully transparent with you, right? So I just want to manage expectations.
Yeah, I am a senior citizen. I do have doctor's appointments. I have other appointments. So when people want to say, hey, look, can you do it this day? Can you do it this day? I have appointments too that I'm trying to navigate through. Like I said, I am over 70-some years old. I'm closer to 80. That I just can't do all that running. That's what affects me when people tell me what they can do. And they're not doing that, and that's the part that's affecting me and my health. I already have health issues. So I don't need to be running back and forth with 4 or 5 different people want to look at it.
Yes, ma'am. And I do understand that. And I don't want to do that to you. The last thing I want to do is make it inconvenient. I do need to send my guys in there either way. So one way that we can do it to make it as convenient as possible, if you're open to it, is putting a lockbox on there. And by the way, if I'm not saying you will, but if you decide to do that, I will always let you know when someone's going in there so that at least you're aware of it. And I always have my partners take a picture of them locking the doors and also locking the key back in the lockbox. So that way it's protected. I mean, I will treat it as if it's my own, you know what I mean, with utmost respect. A lot of times when I do things like this, a lockbox usually does solve the problem. So in that way, you don't have to worry about driving across town just to get canceled and so forth. You know what I mean? And the only reason why I'm saying this is because, like I said, they're not my employees. I don't control their calendars. So yeah, there are days when they're gonna tell me, "Oh, I can't make it," and all of a sudden their 2 o'clock appointment cancels, and it just so happens that it's 20 minutes away or 10 minutes away from the property. So now they're gonna call me out of the blue saying, "Hey, I can make it now," right? Or the other way around, where they say, "Hey, I can make it there at Wednesday at 1." Actually, this just happened yesterday at a property in Sarasota. All right, the guy says we can make it there, and then all of a sudden, last minute, is like, "Oh, dude, my pipes burst. I gotta go to the other condo." And so that does happen, and I just can't control that, and I just want to be transparent with you. So if you're open to putting a lockbox, I'll even pay for the damn lockbox, and I'm totally fine with that.
Okay, that sounds great. Seems that I have like I said, I got a doctor's appointment. I got 2 today. I got to go. I'm running late. How often or how late are you in your office? Because I might have to ask you to resend that again because I get between 35 and 50 emails a day. So
I know. I'll resend it to you right now, and then I'll text. Okay. And this is your cell phone, right?
Again, that'd be fine.
Yeah, and
that'd be fine. If you send it to my cell phone, then when I want to look at it and read it, clearly, I can send it to my email address, and then that way I can control it from myself, from my text though.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to bump it up to the top of your inbox so you have it. And then I'm also going to send you the link via text message. So at least you have that as well. So you have it both ways.
Okay. And let me ask you this. I am really running late. Your investors are the one that's going to be buying it, not you.
I'm going to be partnering with them. So we're going to be buying it together. If they decided they want it for themselves, then that's going to be between them and I. Okay. But the point is to partner up on this deal. And I'm always going to be transparent with you, ma'am. If it happens that way, I'll say, hey, look, here's the situation. We're still going to be able to close. You're good to go. I'm here to make things move either way, right? Because you don't get any money. I don't get any money until this thing moves, right? I can't lift up a hammer until this thing closes at the closing table. So I want to make sure that gets done.
Okay, and then one of your guys look at it and tell you that he wants to move forward, whatever. Are they going to want to come out and do an inspection, or are you guys not doing an inspection?
Yeah, so that depends for the most part if we do send an inspector out there. So a couple of things. One, if they spot something where like, okay, we really need to get in there, we'll send an inspector out there. That comes out of my pocket. It doesn't come out of yours. Sometimes depends on what it is. It can range anywhere from $300 to $1,000. That's my expense, not yours. If we do have let's say we do for a hard money lender, then they'll do like a final walkthrough. That's just kind of like a quick appraisal in the end. That's pretty much it.
Okay, well, go ahead and send that to me and send it to my text if you don't mind, but I have to get up and get this appointment I got to go to today. And it's going to be, MTA, what's
XVR.
XVR, okay.
Yep,
okay.
yep.
All right, go ahead and send that to me, Susan. I really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. And you have a good time at the doctor's office, all right? I know it can get pretty boring, but sending you good healing vibes, whatever it's at. All right?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good one. All right, guys, let me resend this. Velma. Miss Velma love the brand. Amy, how you doing?
Good. Hold on a second. Phone is on its last leg. My new phone comes in tomorrow, but my touch screen doesn't want to work.
And you're live on YouTube, by the way. Say hello.
Oh, hello. Am I really?
Yeah. Folks, if you need a realtor, an awesome realtor, where Amy, where do you do business at?
Texas.
I know in Texas, but what part of Texas?
The state of Texas.
The state of Texas, love it. If you guys have any deals in the state of Texas, you need a realtor, hit me up. We'll hit up Amy Merritt. Cool, Amy. So I talked to Scott earlier, and he was saying that he was just kind of like going through, like doom scrolling on Facebook, and he found this person saying, they're looking to move into his neighborhood, and it's supposed to be like an Exxon move. So I guess the husband or someone in the family is like an executive for Exxon, and so they're looking to move in that neighborhood, looking for a house with a swimming pool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will definitely give her a call and say, I have the house for you.
Yeah. Before you do that, give Scott a call, just so that he knows that you're going to be calling. Or shoot him a text. Just say, hey, Caesar, talk to me about this. Give me the info. I'm going to give her a call. You know what I mean? Just keep him in the loop.
Okay, for sure. Not a problem.
All right. And then I sent them a screenshot of your text message today, letting him know that it's only that loan that showed up.
Yeah, I do have her digging in just a little bit deeper because she just did a very surface level search without opening title, so that we don't have any charges potentially incurred. But she said all she's seen is that one loan.
Perfect. So I think that would probably be a perfect way for you to call Scott, just to give him kind of like the heads up. And
Absolutely.
then just go into, hey, by the way, Caesar texted me about you finding a buyer, and then just get into that conversation.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And he also told me that, and he'll tell you that the lady or the wife was mentioned, like, they have a realtor. And so I told him, like, hey, that's no problem at all. We'll take care of everything.
Yep, absolutely. I'd be happy to work with the realtor.
Sweet. All right. And then just keep me in the loop.
See you.
Thanks, Amy. Bye.
See you later.
Let's go. It's going to be an ovation deal. Yay.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
No. I was gonna call someone else. Who was I gonna call? Dylan. There's someone else I was supposed to call. Who was I supposed to call, guys? Oh, she just called. Sakisha. That's who I needed to call. Hey, Sakisha. How you doing?
Just running the problem at the problem. You know how it go.
Yeah. Just wanted to call you because I know you were going to talk to Ryan and your man. So I was just cleaning up my pipeline today. I just wanted to see if I should just close out the file or what should our next steps be?
Yeah, go ahead and close it. He's not happy.
Who's not happy, Ryan or your guy? Okay.
Yeah, my husband's not willing, or Ryan's not happy. I mean, you know, he's been very patient, and so he doesn't want to.
Okay, so if you don't mind me, and that's fine, I'll go ahead and close out the file. But if you don't mind me asking, what happens next then?
I don't know.
He's just gonna foreclose on it.
But we're not going for that job.
Okay. All right. Cool. So well, it sounds like Ryan rather get 0 than 25, and everyone rather just walk away with $0 then, right?
We're not going for the deal.
Yeah. No, I understand. That's what I'm saying.
You.
Yeah. I'm done playing with folks. You don't want it, then let's not move forward. I have learned to just accept it. Accept the way as it is. So let's send you a cancellation. Termination. Is Jacob Wright still in here? Jacob, are you still listening? Just termination contract. Now we've got more people.
We have chocolate and you like a link to the series. He said they've been doing it for 2 years. I was almost embarrassed to be like, I didn't know. No, making it release.
No.
Really good. Like this, again, this thing gave me didn't make it bad. I don't see either of them.
I didn't even know either of them did this script.
I knew Jerome was a composer.
Jerome did one time years ago, but it was something else. He and this girl, other girl I know, were making some back thing for like, it was like a mom. Disney was like fitness people. They would buy like a few people to like work out. Never saw it from it. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. And so it was I really wish I knew. So that's all I knew, and then I saw
They wrote this right? He wasn't a hairdresser, but he had something with the tremor. So I knew that he was a he come in, left all my hair lines. He'd be like, I remember. He just I'm so right. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, he's like, hey, you're gonna see my handshake. It's gotta, I forget what it was. It's gotta. He's like, it's never messy. He's like, but it just, he's like, I haven't. So I don't know how the bishop have this, but he definitely. And first thing he said was an apology, and he was like, "Hey, what's with my paperwork?" He was just talking at me like he was like, "This is what you're doing with film." I was like, "Oh no, I actually think so." And was like, "Why would you not on it?" But not, you know. And like the times when I said to him, I was like, I was like, actually, it's for films. And I was like, we're so lucky to have you not so lucky. I was just like, oh. That's awful.
I feel like Jerome and I don't know what he does. Yeah.
And then Alfonso went to go get changed because Jerome was filming it, and Jerome just like was like, so I'm doing this. I was like, this person said, she's probably seen it record, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing it. And I'm just like, no, I didn't ever.
Chris, that's hella funny. Can y'all hear that, by the way?
You know, I don't think you really mind. Like, I was like, oh yeah.
No, it's genuinely.
I'm just waiting for this seller to email me. The number that I have is the number that he gave or she gave, but it's asking for an extension. So give me 1 second, folks. I just want to be able to get on a call with this person before I make another call.
He goes, I do. And I go, oh, you do? But I was like, yeah. Not like, you do. And so Jordan would be like, hey, can you do it like this? Hey, can you do it like this? And I was like, yes. And I was like, look, we sometimes work with Jordan. So decisions like this one was like, hey, in a professional set, this one's a well-paid set, I have to like manage this. But I was like, okay. And so I was like, hey, girl, I was like, I just am a little frustrated because I did work on this in a different way. I wish I had more information up front of what you wanted from this character because I did not know she was sarcastic. It's not as evident in the writing. I think that we wanted it to be subtle. I totally agree that. I was like, we just
Yeah, to make that adjustment.
And he was like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, and then again, he's like mansplains to me why it's not sarcasm for the time. And I'm like,
I get it. Just let me make it.
yeah, I was like, no, because I see teachers like this all the time. And they get me like, well, this teacher wasn't like this. And I was like, I don't need you to prove this.
Yeah, like,
I'll make this. You're telling me that for truth instead of for doing line by line. Give me a minute.
yeah, you just take the note. Yeah, that's like, I don't need you to prove the note to me. Yeah.
Oh, it's in a rough shape.
Just give me a minute.
Investor special, prime fix and flip opportunity. Blah, blah, blah. Active. Sold.
And then we didn't have to memorize our lines.
Oh shit, sold for cents. So he's not trying to make any money out of this.
For the ADR.
No, so we didn't have to memorize. We were listening to our slides.
Wait,
We went into a car. these little mics we recorded on an audio on his phone. I don't know if you know we set the scene up. We took these and all these things. And then
apparently this thing is on the market.
We put headphones in our ears and then listen to the scene and set it at the same time. Oh, weird. Why? Because he didn't want us to memorize. Really long. Yeah. And also, I'm a teacher, so I actually have the script to write.
Also, listening is a skill. Like, I've not done memories so much that I don't listen.
I mean, one day. Oh, and even when we finished, I was like, hey, I definitely spoke too fast in the car. I should have known that I needed to take. I was acting in the car. I should have taken space. Of lines. I was like, do you want to do it again? I know I fumbled some things. And he's like, no, we can watch it back. And he watched it and he was like, fine, great, this is good. And we did one take. And I was like, okay.
Not good for you.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it. And in terms of giving you, how long is this thing dish like when you want it? Like, I don't even personally like there's a way to go about it. And it sounds like he was just
clearly
How long has this been on the market for? It's been on the market for 44 days. Multi-massive potential.
Relationship. I was like, I don't like being told that I made the wrong choice.
no.
When I made a choice, the script I was given,
And it wasn't evident.
And you
mid-century bones and expensive footprint. Saving Matthews for a high return innovation project opportunity. Most of the Static City has a property opportunity.
What did you get? Oh, yeah, I can do it.
If you can handle it. No, I'll do that. Let me count this one.
Property highlights. It's a nice dog you got there.
She's the best. Thank you.
I miss mine.
Where is yours?
I had to put her down.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know. It was 3 years ago, but I still haven't got. What was that? She was a pit bull. Not mix. Pit bull boxer and lab mix. I know. What's crazy is Plumber Park. There's actually a dog that looks just like her, like carbon copy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna sound like a little weakling, but the first time I saw, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah, I had her for like 13 years, and I got her when she was only 3 months old. So she was like part of the family, and we would run like at 4 o'clock in the morning off leash. So yeah, no. That's all right.
Thank you so much.
Strategies, location, 2-car garage, market moving ready, answer shorts. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna give her. She just responded. No, it's a mobile. Cool.
I just was so. If you perspective of like, oh, this happens at all.
Color for myself.
It was reflective for me to be like, oh, this is just a thing. People can treat you. They can treat you back.
When Rachel was talking about
Yeah.
and I mean, it was like,
No, it's just everywhere. It's,
like she's like,
yeah.
yeah. I had that part of her teaching job after 10 years.
Yeah.
She wasn't saying it.
Which is really
She wanted to.
Wait, but it's just like
It's horrible.
yeah, but it's horrible. And
I am meeting with Gavin on Friday, which I haven't been with and then the meeting.
Okay. Things that the thing
I
is
sent him a beautiful email and he was like, hey, he sent me an email back actually. He sent me 2 weeks. So I think he's clearly right. Responded to me right away. And then
Two-car garage. High demand feature. Future homes.
Have a yes or no answer. There's a lot of factors that before I give any judgment on your Tuesday chat, but before I give any feedback, like let's meet in person. And then like a couple hours later, he was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know that you're the CEO of your career. I want you to do what's best for you, and it's not going to meet on Friday. I thought I was not going to have Nathan, but I'm going to have Nathan Tuesday." Which to me is like.
So guys, I don't like to call before the call, but this person is supposed to give me a call, so let's go ahead and call that because I'm probably gonna have to stand up and move around while I talk.
It feels like you have power, just
I have power because I'm basically what I'm gonna prevent from happening is I'm just gonna be like, hey, love working hard. It's so amazing. You're such an amazing boss. I do genuinely mean that. Like when I was retired, I was in my head I thought I was like a personal assistant to an executive.
Yeah.
It's not a big money for her.
Yeah.
And Dad over and over again let me fail and helped me succeed.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, hey, you're making a lot of mistakes. This is how can we fix this? What are we doing to work on this to make sure we're on a plan and we're not making mistakes? Because I think you can.
Yeah.
And like, what are these? And I genuinely like learned so much about how to be a leader from Dad. I do think, well, I'm not the CEO of this company. He's a great leader. Like his leadership style is excellent, but managing a business is really fucking complicated. But his leadership is
know that the follow you.
Yeah. He followed up with the CEO of my career, which I thought was cute. Yeah. Edgy, but with a nice tell. I think he's trying to be like, hey, you.
But it feels like very like I said, do what you need to do. It's not. Yes. Is how it's like. You feel very just like you look and feel and are arriving in the world with the presence of someone who is like putting himself first.
Thank you. It feels. We'll see. I feel like.
When is this person gonna respond back?
And I was like, I think we're gonna step on a good motivational.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
This is all just stirred up, just like how important my career is.
Yeah, and I think about it too.
For
It's
70K.
physically when we're growing, we have growing pains. That's a comfortable thing. So sometimes, like, even like, not that your soul is growing, but like when you're like, hey, I'm having to choose expanding better than this. Yeah, that can like fit into that too. Totally.
So it feels. So yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, when my time I try to walk, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna emotionally inside, like, I get into and it was like have to sit in a room and watch like all of my colleagues sit.
This person's either gonna call me in the next or I'm off to the next.
My best. I'm not saying I can't do it. Yeah, I found a like incredible way to. Because when no one brought it up to me on Monday, I really thought someone might notice, and I was like, oh,
well, yeah. Your boss is the only one who like
who like
yeah.
My manager, my truck manager said it to me, and I thought maybe she'd say something to Doug, but then also, do you have to play that? It's not her place. You have to read my mind to make that decision. No one brought it up. I thought maybe this was
Morning, the Caesar.
yeah, that's my best.
I'm doing good. Is this Dylan?
So be talented.
Dylan, how's everything going today?
But I have to work for a company that saves me
Great.
and this has really motivated me to pick that part.
Yeah, looks like
You can't just
you filled out a form on my site sometime early this morning. So are you, I just pulled this up right now and I noticed it's on the market. Are you the realtor? Are you the owner? What's the situation here?
You're being so tactful, but also like, I don't know if you
Oh, you're wholesaling this. Okay.
Like it could be.
Got it. No worries, man. I'm an investor myself and I wholesale properties from time to time as well. So no problem. Thank you for letting me know. I really do appreciate the transparency, man. Those are the type of people that I like to work with. So are you guys novating this property then? I'm saying you guys are novating this property since you put it up on the market. Is that right? Okay. All right. So you guys are looking to sell it for $70,000? All right. Talk to me. Sell me. Why should I pay 70,000 for this?
Young because I have like legit. Oh my god.
No, you look very you just look you do look young. And
I just
you have a shot.
Okay, so I can sell it for 150. Is that correct? Did I hear you correctly? All right. And how much do I need to sink in here so I can sell it for 150?
You guys think I was acting 24? Yeah. But it's like it's the same thing.
No, I said so 150 is what I can sell it for, right? After I fix it, that's the after repair value. Yeah. So what I was asking is how much do you think I need to sink in here so that I can sell it for 150?
Yeah, it was the first time I just like got when I moved to LA, like just I feel like it's me and it's Eddie and it's Kate.
All right. Can you tell me a little bit more about like the 6 big ticket items, like the roof, foundation, HVAC, all that stuff?
Just something about this is that I think it's the first time I've ever been offered a job. It's like you can have this, you have to get this up. And I was like, no.
I want to go.
Yeah. But it's also been so terrifying. I feel so proud about this. I have my first.
Oh, so you have squatters living in there right now?
Next week.
With
What do you mean they're not inside?
I'm a little bit panicked.
They vacated already? Yeah, so they're gone.
Don't be embarrassed. It's next week.
So you guys are delivering this vacant, right? Okay. Now the pictures that I see online, are those the most current pictures?
I guess my first agent.
Did you guys take these pictures after you kicked out the squatters? Okay. All right. So you said about the roof. What about the other big 5 ticket items?
Short film creator, so like I sent them all my short films on my thing.
No, not the rent. I'm asking for like what's up with the HVAC, the foundation,
But if they were, like,
all the other things.
I take that, and then they want to work me commercially, but ideally.
So all of those need to get repaired.
This was not a commercial pitch.
Okay.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
And I just want to make sure this is correct as well. This is a 1,985 square feet. Is that right? Okay. Oh, by the way, I noticed you guys have had it on the market for 44 days. What are some of the feedback that you guys have gotten so far?
I'm good.
Yeah, like what? How much?
Like moving around my whole day to make time for my friend Eve, who's going through a hard time.
Today.
Yesterday. Which was fine. I'm happy to do it. And then when it's like she called me, she's like, I don't know, why do you feel bad? What do you feel? She was like, I cancel. And I was like, hey,
Oh yeah, it works.
I was like, no, nothing more. You know, to not leave my couch, and I was like,
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And for being upset.
Yeah.
If you're telling me, God bless.
So do you guys have permit? Do you guys have zoning for that already?
So I was like, that my couch yesterday. Like, nothing.
Do you guys already have the permit and the zoning to split up that lot and put more houses on there?
I'm just like, I like the idea of how much I spent.
Not the title. I'm asking if you have the permit or the zoning to split up those lots and put more houses on there. The reason I'm asking is I am a serious buyer, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but if you're gonna sell me on the lot, just know that it does cost money to get the permits, the zoning, and everything else, right? And so if you're selling me, or not just me, anyone, any end buyer, if you're selling us on the lot size, then have the permit and the zoning, because then now you actually have a selling value. But if you don't have the permit or the zoning yet, then me as the end buyer, that's going to cost me money to get it permitted and zoning. And what if I go to the county and go, no, you can't split up that lot? then all of a sudden that 1.4 acres is nothing. Does that make sense?
And it was so funny because he's so instructive that we all were like, run, Our summit was at the
Yeah, that
conference room in his building.
yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that would be a good selling point for you folks. And I'm just giving you feedback, by the way, right? Whether we do business or not, man. Like I said earlier, I was very, very appreciative of the fact that you're transparent from the get-go, that you guys are wholesaling this. And so whenever I can add value to other folks, I always like to just give feedback, you know? Now, here's one thing that I do want to mention, just looking at the pictures here. You know, for a 1,985 square feet house, I mean, this is pretty much a full rehab. Would you agree? Because you said I got to take care of HVAC, the roof, everything, right? So right now, man, for a full rehab, that's gonna cost about $35 a square foot. So just from this straight up square footage, unless you have a quote from a general contractor, it's gonna cost $35 a square foot. That's about 70,000 bucks. So right now, just based on what you're telling me, and based on the square footage, it's already gonna cost, you know, $70,000 just from a square footage side. Like if we go in there and there's something else that comes up, and obviously that can be higher. So the only thing is, if I buy this at 70,000, I pay you folks. How much did you say you wanted for this? 70,000. I mean, right from the get go, I'm at 140. And if I buy this from you guys, I'm gonna be paying all the closing costs now. And since I'm flipping it, I'm gonna be paying closing costs again and pay realtor fees afterwards. Plus, you know, I've got holding costs and all that. So buying it off you guys, I'm sorry. I know I don't pay realtor fees right now, but when I sell it, I will. So if I buy this at 70,000, my all-in is 167 just to sell. So I'm not here to lowball anyone. It's just at the end of the day, it's just math. And at $70,000, that's going to be very difficult for any investor to buy that at 70. Especially if the investor has to put in $70,000 into it to sell it for $150.
It's a video, but it's also becoming obvious. I don't know what
you know. So I mean, without asking you or without divulging you how much you guys have this under contract, I mean, do you guys have room there? Do you have any wiggle room, or you guys have it pretty close to that number?
I know you were driving like a baby was walking, but it really sounds like you made it seem like it was like I understood, but what it is. No, sometimes I'll be back on the boat and see like.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. It's just it's pretty tough, and you're right. The 150. I was just looking at the comps. I think your 150 is pretty dead on that one, because there are other properties that sold in that neighborhood, not in that neighborhood, but in the neighborhood at that price point, but closer to town. You guys are a little bit outside, so the 150 is fine, but with the amount of work, just based on looking at the pictures, that's going to be tough to move at 70, man. I just want to be transparent with you on that one. I mean, if I were to come in here, I would have to come in a lot lower too.
Like they're in the canine family, right? The fox family.
If I have to do all the big 6-ticket items, it's a full rehab. If it is going to cost me $70,000 to rehab it, I mean, right from the get-go, I'm probably going to have to be like in the 30s on this. Yeah. And so, I mean, at some point, right, like it's either you guys keep marketing it to more people or you start considering the market. At the end of the day, it's just numbers. Oh, there's absolutely no way in hell I can do 60. Not a shot. And I'll tell you why, man. At $60,000, my all-in would be 157. So my all-in is 157 to sell it for 150. I mean, you're a wholesaler. You tell me, if you were an end buyer, would you risk $157,000 of your money just to lose $7,000?
This is where Brandon yoga. And I was didn't know this is where that was. But I was going to know it 2 weeks ago. So maybe I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't put together the same place. I mean, it looks great. That's why I just showed me a second to recognize that. Like natural cloth. I like to see all the design. But it looks great. Yeah. Now it's more of a track. I was like, whoa. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's the point.
If they backed out, it's because they probably did the comp and it doesn't justify the numbers. And what you want to do too is you don't need to call the seller. What you want to do is you want to call the county. Call the county and just say, I'm buying this property. I need to know what the zoning is. What can I do with this lot? The seller won't tell you because the seller wouldn't know.
Which is kind of shocking.
Yeah, call the county. Call the county and then you'll know. And then at that point, then you'll realize that you guys are just a little too high. And I'm just letting you know, man, because like I said, I wholesale deals too from time to time. I've done Novation. I've done the whole shebang. I actually have a YouTube channel, part of Titanium with RJ Bates. I don't know if you know any of those guys, but I'm just looking at, it's just, at the end of the day, it's math, not magic, you know? All right, brother. Well, hey, man, it's a pleasure. Keep my number. Add me to your contacts. Let's do some business together. Let's JV. If you guys need properties moved, I can move any properties across the country. Pretty much anywhere and everywhere, as long as the price makes sense. And in some cases, I may be the end buyer, and if I am, I'll let you know. And if I'm not, and I say, hey, I have a buyer in that neighborhood, I will also let you know. Just like you, I'm pretty transparent because at the end of the day, we don't make any money until the property moves, you know. All right, brother. You have a good one, okay? Thanks, man.
She's going to the vet. Dentist appointment. Also, you could like jump this room for 5 days. You're right. That's true. It's been yeah. We're still excited. Very exciting.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Put it this way, man. If I were, let's say I'm the one that's in contact with the seller, and I'm gonna wholesale this. If I'm gonna wholesale this, I would lock this up with the seller anywhere between. I would lock it up with the seller at $10,000. That is it. Either the seller sells it to me at 10, maybe 20 at the most, or I'm walking away. There's just no point. So, just FYI. And by the way, the fact that you guys have had it on the market for 44 days, that kind of tells you. You know, and like you said, everyone else is coming in at the same number that I just said. So if everyone's coming in at 30, that's why I said I would only offer the seller anywhere from 10 to 20,000, wholesale it for 30.
It's different than totally. Yeah. Actually, kind of like it's gonna be cheap. And my cousin, she lives in New Jersey, so she's coming from East Coast to go to San Diego, but she's gonna stop in the middle of those. Great. Baby, who's not a baby. He's like 2.5. 2.5. He's so it's crazy. What? I feel like in the theme of life, sometimes I'm like, this is working. And I'm like, no, you've been like 6 years. I've only been here for 4. No, you know me for
Yeah.
Okay. I've known your dad for 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, let me ask you a question. And if you don't mind, I'd like to just give you a feedback, okay? So you said, so you're not direct to seller on this one. You're in communication with the seller's agent. Is that right? Okay, so you're. Oh, I see what you're saying. You were gonna buy it yourself, and then the lender pulled out of it, and that's why you're switching to wholesale. I got you. That makes sense. Okay, cool, man. All right, brother. Keep me in your contacts, bro, and let's JV together at some point. All right, brother. You have a good one.
And living on a second story, like my partner's so
no deal on that one, folks.
She's someone who really started taking classes. So she immediately started taking marketing class.
You see, I just got a couple of emails and text messages, guys. Give me one.
I think this master has been fun. Yeah, she's an actor too, right? She has books like this. She's someone like she's the working actor. Like she's books. Already books. But yeah, I think this is just been a really fucking tough year. My sister got married recently, and I know that's been I think it's really good. And horrible. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
I know. Well remembering. Yeah.
Wholesaler has it way above price. And he was actually going to buy it.
You know, I met her. We had her together, and when she like started her, we never really. Because like the last few times I've gone, like in the last year or so, like we just haven't really. We just haven't really. And then she found that she was organic that yesterday about it, and I was genuinely like so impressed. Because she was telling me about this friend that she has who there was a product like. But basically, like, they're still friends, just not as close. And I just, or Molly's and Michelle, this kind of stuff. And then she was like, oh, what do you think like that? And then she
Closing on the 6th of May. All right.
and it was such cute. It's just that, like,
All right, folks. This coffee shop is getting filled up with folks again now, so I'm probably going to get off pretty soon. But before I do, I'd love to see if you guys got any key nuggets from today's session. Also, if you have any questions, concerns, any blockers that you guys are coming across in your business, drop it on the chat right now. So that way, before I get off, I can drop more golden nuggets and add value to your folks.
The mug analogy has helped me be like, oh, I can take someone who was, I think actually, for whatever reason, I get my friend
yeah. It's the same, like,
but it's been helpful for me to give different.
Oh, actually, if you guys are not actually, I want to see it on the chat. And the folks that are watching, if you're part of the Forge, so I created a Facebook group called the Forge. If you're already part of it, if you're a member, drop a 1 on here. If you're not, drop a 2. We are creating a movement, not just a community, but a movement. We're digging deeper than just wholesaling. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I have seen folks get into communities and they have all the resource, the talent, the support, the education, and yet they can't make it work. And it's not because of lack of talent, but it's really just lack of an identity. Folks want to be successful, but they don't have the identity that they need to have to get their reality. And so I'm going a lot deeper than just wholesaling. It's all about changing our identity, making sure that we get to meet our future self. So if you're not part of it yet, I dropped a Facebook group here. Go ahead and request, answer some of those questions. Love to have you be part of the Forge. Let's make it work. Let's all create our own reality.
It's positive. He explained the whole thing to me. He explained to me, but it's kind of boring. And it's about the Henry corporate and how they've now decided his position could be. So it was all positive. He told me it was at like 10:29. He was telling me this message. On the clock. Sounds like it's fine.
Sweet. All right, guys. Back on here tomorrow, day 3. Heck yeah, we got 2 days down, 98 more to go. Nancy, I think you were on yesterday with Ashley, right? In the Zoom. Was that you, Nancy? That's you. Click on that Facebook group that I just created. It's called The Forge. I don't know if you just heard me mention it, but in that group, I'm going a lot deeper than just wholesaling. It's really about mindset, discipline, and creating the identity that we need to create in order for us to create the reality that we want to create for ourselves and for our families. So, do that. William, waiting to be approved. I approved it yesterday, bro, or this morning. So you should be part of that already. Let me know if you're not.
He does a lot. He does have a plate. So you were doing a lot of rotational stuff, open up our shoulders, and we got that ball doing stuff.
You should be on there, William. Let me see if you're on here.
It's not stretching. It's stretching.
Yeah, you're part of it already, William.
Yes. Yes.
All right, folks, it's getting loud in here. It's amazing. But it's time to go. I'm getting jittery. I need some food. Till next time, folks, speed and volume, speed and volume. Let's get at it. Be part of the Forge. I want to see your guys' selfie or your video of kicking morning's ass tomorrow. We're all doing it. We want to make sure that we don't leak anything and we beat the morning, because that little assassin in the morning where you start negotiating with yourself just for 5 more minutes, that small leak can take down a whole ship. And we want to make sure that we get rid of that leak. So, enough with me, folks. Have a beautiful day. Crush it. Get some contracts. Make some mistakes. Let's go.